into our next topic. Who's up next?
VMAs.
Let's do VMAs. Talking
on
gender.
the same page, VMAs decided to scrap gender related categories. So we saw this with the movie awards, where in one category men and women will be nominated for the same award, but now the VMAs will be doing the exact same thing this year, and they also added a particular category, Best Fight Against the System, which is an award to celebrate videos that inspire viewers to stand up and fight injustice. So the VMAs and MTV are taking a turn, going towards the more open and flexible side to say, hey, all categories, you know, men and women, we're the same. We can compete in the same categories. We're capable of the same things. And on top of that, if you are fighting the system and you had a video that made waves about something or an injustice that was near and dear to you, we are going to honor that as well. So again, it was a little topic during the movie awards. Some people were like, I don't understand this, or what's the point? Some people were like, cool, I don't care. And some people were all for it, but now VMAs is on board as well. So across the board, MTV, all award shows.
And we were talking, you think this will be a disadvantage for the female rapper?
Exactly. So I think you can pull this off in a category like Best Pop or Best New Artist, because you can stack up a Beyonce against a Justin Timberlake or Taylor Swift against a Bruno Mars. Right. That's an equal stacking. But when it comes to hip hop, there will never be, in my opinion, a time where hip hop, women in hip hop are looked at in the same light as a man. So Remy Ma, she's not beating Drake, even though her album may have been better than Drake. I'm not saying that it is, but in the perception of hip hop, I don't see this being beneficial at all. I see this being, okay, men are going to keep winning this at all times, at all costs, unless they're giving the award to just off the strength of not like the songs or sales, or maybe even just a social presence, or, you know, to try to spin it to say a different thing.
But I think by not doing this and by saying, okay, because it is a male-dominated world, a woman's never going to win, and by not implementing any change, does that do females an injustice?
I mean,
you know, because we're not trying to move forward. If we keep seeing that maybe over the course of time, it's like, dang. VMAs, correct me if I'm wrong, do people choose?
Yes, so
it's voted on, right? So this is in the hands of us.
Yes, so particular awards, I know there are audience votes, but I'm not sure if across the board all awards are voted on by the viewers.
Am I the only one who feels like, personally, I didn't mind it being separated, man and woman?
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I'm okay with best male and best female. That gives me two options to think, okay, I listen to different people for different reasons and different demographics. I don't
But if
see
we're
it.
going to fight, if we're going to sit here in 2017, I'm a feminist. I want equal rights for men and women. If I'm going to sit here and want equal rights in the workplace.
But does that change the right if you're all under the same category?
And you're still making less money.
If a man wins, then everyone's going to be mad that the woman didn't win. And then if the woman doesn't win, then everyone, you know what I mean? So I don't know that makes it
I just think we need to be consistent with the message here. We're talking about to the younger generation, right? Okay, so we want an equal playing field in the workplace. Why isn't there an equal playing field at the Oscars, at the VMAs, why do things have to be you're the best female, you're the best male, and then if there is someone trans in the community, I mean, you have to. I'm just thinking about as a whole. If we want that argument to stand, that we want females to be treated in the same way as males, money, reputation, all of that, then we got to make the change across the board. We can't pick and choose.
To me, that opens up the conversation again, though. Just because a rule is written on paper doesn't mean that that's the way people are going to perceive, and that's the way they're going to vote, and that's the way they're going to look at you. So let's say they do implement this across the board for other award shows, and it's like, you're not best actor, best male actor, best female actor, it's best actor, without saying it's a said unsaid that the craft for women and the craft for men is looked at differently and it's critiqued differently. But just because I write it down doesn't mean that now I'm going to switch my perception how I look at you.
But the Academy will be forced to have a voting panel of people who are, because right now the voting panel for the Oscars is very male dominated, white male dominated.
Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you're going to vote the way that you should vote.
And that's true, but sometimes just because you're a female doesn't like I don't like someone should win because they're a female.
No, but let's go back to, are there as many opportunities for female rappers as there are male rappers?
So you're gonna have
the
one
managers
person.
that are out there, are there managers that are willing to represent a female, or are they thinking there's not going to be as much money in that, I'm going to go to the male side? So then you put them both in one group, and there are 20 nominees for the men, and there's only 4 for the women because it started deeper than that. You know what I mean?
So in getting to the root of it, maybe this will help get to the root of the problem. It's not going to happen overnight.
It also might highlight the discrepancies that we have right now. You know,
but until we highlight it, we won't see change.
True.
I don't know. What do you guys think at home?
We went in today.
We don't have time for the third topic, which we should talk about tomorrow, because it's the one about if you are 40 years or above, you should only work 3 days a week because of your cognitive behavior. So let's save it for tomorrow.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Because I still think 40 is
the new 20.
And Judy Bird, I hear you. How come the lady in yellow is always in dresses too short for her, sitting on a couch doing live tweets? Inappropriate and trashy, not classy. I'm sassy and classy, my friend. Everyone, have a beautiful day. It is Wednesday. We'll see you on Thursday.